You guys are ruining Throne and Liberty. You're ruining the content for everybody. Stop doing it. Stop killing the game by having PvP. We found a article that I found to be tremendously hilarious. I think you will find it funny too. It's just loaded with ads. Surprise, surprise. But I found this article and I thought this would be kind of a funny read over, and maybe you'll enjoy this too. I'm sure this will cause a little bit of conflict in the comment section down below because some people may also agree as well. But the title of this article is Throne and Liberty guilds are ruining the game on some server, but here is a fix. And first impression, I only read just a little bit. I haven't read the whole thing, so we're just going to do some fresh reacts to it. But the overall general consensus that I'm getting is this person just doesn't like PvP, or they're not a fan of the fact that people are good. And, you know, I understand some people are rolling servers in large quantity because they're good. But if you're not good, then get better or get good, you know. But hey, let's take a look at what they have to say. Let's see if it's genuine or not, but it'll be kind of funny. Throne and Liberty has a guild problem as groups dominate all the PvP and instanced content, making it miserable for everyone else. Brother, you know there's peaceful events, right? Like you know you can go do peaceful stuff. Look, I don't like losing just as much as the next person, but at least we can take it. Ethereum, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, Ethereum. Killing the goddamn game, ruining it for everybody, going over to servers and making everyone server swap. Throne and Liberty has a guild problem. Amazon's newest MMO venture is finally out in the wild, and while player counts are strong, guilds are ruining the experience for many. With these guilds getting a head start in early access, a lot of servers are having instanced PvP and other community content ruined by the domineering groups. What? Getting ahead when those are the early access servers, and when the game released, it came out with other servers that early access players couldn't go to. I know there was one bug that happened that allowed some early access players to go to some servers, but for the most part, we can't go onto those other servers. I'm not part of those guilds, but like I can't go to those servers if I wanted to swap to them right now. So it's like, what? But you know what? I digress. So let's just see. It's still early days for the MMO though, and there is a limited time workaround if you want to jump on a new server. Since coming out of early access on October 1st, players have consistently reported that some Throne and Liberty guilds are ruining the overall game experience. A handful of guilds dominating the MMO RPG's PvP specific content like dungeons, world bosses, and guild wars, and decimating other players who want to join in. Okay, let's be clear. Like dungeons, no. You can go into the co-op dungeons, the regular, that's misleading. You can go into the dungeons as a party of 5 and no one can interrupt you. The open world dungeons, PvP is enabled at nighttime for 30 minutes. And then at daytime for 2 hours, PvP is not enabled. So you could just not go at nighttime and then go back at daytime. Problem solved. And on top of that, tons of different alliances will go there, even as a group. There are so many options. World bosses as well. You don't have to go to PvP world bosses. You can go to the peaceful ones and you're fine. But you're choosing to go to PvP world bosses as a guild, and if you want to compete against other guilds, what do you expect? It's like literally listening to someone be like, oh, well, I wanted to play basketball and I don't know how to shoot, and then I went to go play against LeBron James and then he dunked on me. LeBron James is ruining basketball. And guild wars. Well, I mean, guild wars are guild wars. What do you expect them to do? They want to guilds against guilds are just one guild against one guild. So what do you expect, man? That is actually crazy to say. Now, I don't disagree with the fact that some guilds are rolling over and they're rolling on servers because they're good, and other guilds are just unable to compete with them. But the only option is to get good, is to know who to recruit, is to know how to recruit, is to know how to engage in these fights. And believe me, I have a guild. I'm getting rolled over right now, but I haven't left my server. I'm on a server with Ethereum right now, and that is like the guild that is going around steamrolling people right now, and we get rolled too. But I don't care, because then I reach out to them and go, hey, how do we get better? And thankfully for us, those guys are really, really nice to us, and they give us that advice because they want that competition. And I get rolled, my guild gets rolled by plenty of other guilds right now because it's all a learning experience. And then we learn exactly why we're losing, how to recruit our members, what our members need to be part of the guild. It's all a learning experience. Like, it's just like riding a bike. You gotta put on the training wheels, and then you take the training wheels off. You gotta fall over and scrape up your knees a few times before you can go off that small freaking little ramp and get 3 feet of air that time, and decimating other players who want to join in. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But this whole entire thing, to me, I'm so sorry, but sounds like this.
I went to the boss, and I went to PvP, and then someone killed me, and I said, hey, don't kill me. I just want to get my boss loot. And then it turned to nighttime, and I didn't want to wait 30 minutes and watch my favorite anime. So I went in there and he kicked me out. And now they're ruining this game for me.
But you know, whatever. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. And again, I'm not part of a top guild. We're not rolling people right now. I just don't see it this way, but I also do see people's points and why they complain. According to the most upvoted post in the history of Throne and Liberty subreddit, the problem is one many players are aware of. On the server where I play with my friends, top 4 guilds have monopolized an entire server. Poster, this person writes, all they do in conflict events, all they do in all conflicts, all events, all PvP zones is kill all players who try to enter with macro and completely prevent entry of a zone. The game is getting really disgusting. With macro, how do you know they're using macro? What? How can you determine they're using macro? How do you know? What? That is the most copium comment ever, dude. How do you, like, what? Have you ever played a fighting game? You ever played Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Tekken? Ever played like Black Desert Online or whatever else that requires you to know how to stun people, to know how to combo, to know how to protect yourself? How do you not think that they're like sitting here going, okay, tanks, go up and sponge damage. Okay, healers, heal people. Okay, DPS, stun people and kill them. You would be baffled how well organized some of these guilds are. They might be doing what they're doing, but if you went and sat in the community, you would understand how good they actually are. To literally say that they're just using macros and preventing people from entering. No, dude, they're using skill and strategy. And unfortunately, we all suck. That's the reality of it. A Steam review from Who Gives a Shit posts a similar problem. In a PvE/PvP mixed gameplay world, there are some guilds that create 1, 2, or even 3 guilds to dominate the server and the PvP activities. And it's called an alliance. What are you talking about? You open the guild, you go to info, you have an alliance. You can have up to 4 guilds allianced with you, and you team up with other guild leaders to have an alliance. That's the mechanic that the devs put into the game. Now, I'm not saying I like getting flipped like a Krabby Patty while I search for the secret formula, but these people have it, and they're taking their most experienced people and players and holding them to a standard and an expectation, and they're utilizing the mechanics that the devs put into the game. And if you don't like PvP, then my God, don't do it. Just don't do it. If you want a PvP in a smaller scale fashion, go play arenas, go do solo queues, go do 3-man queues. But if the large scale content is just too much to understand, then don't pursue it. But if you want to pursue better large scale content, then reach out to the people that know what they're doing so you can know what you're doing. This is the most copium shit, man. I can't, like, I'm reading this and I just feel my hairline receding right now. Amazon Games and NC Soft, at the very least, are aware that a problem like this could have emerged. In an interview with Amazon's globalization design manager, content creator Cannon asks about server mergers and gets this response. Shout out to my boy Cannon. I don't think that time is the real factor for server merges. What does the population look like? What does the community look like? Is there healthy competition between guilds, or has a mega alliance formed that's weeding out competition? Those types of factors are significantly more critical than just time itself. They also further add, and NC Soft wants to evaluate servers on a case-by-case basis and not just merge them at random after a certain period of time. So when a handful of servers end up almost empty apart from one guild dominating all the PvP and instanced content, they might be merged in an effort to combat the problem. Combat the problem? If you want to combat the problem, you get good. That's it. You're not going to be playing on that basketball court with LeBron James unless you know what you're doing. That's it. You're not going to be riding the bike without training wheels unless you take them off. That's it. You're not going to get your driver's license and drive down the road unless you know how to drive and pass your driver's test. What are we talking about here? The reason why these PvP guilds are going to other servers is because they want competition. That's it. I feel sure as shit saying that they're probably having a lot of fun, probably steamrolling people trying to look for competition. It's like, dude, I don't like losing. I don't like losing the Boonstone. I don't like losing the Riftstone. But every time we lose, we analyze. We go through our guild. We go through our members. We even ask the opposing guild, like, what worked for you? What didn't? And we hope that that guild's not toxic to us and just helps us learn so we can provide better competition. That is the only way you get better. You get better by practicing. You don't get better by pissing and moaning and hope that the game just all of a sudden develops itself, cater towards snowflakes and sensitive skin Andes that don't want to PvP and still show up to PvP situations. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? There's a light at the end of the guild infested tunnel, however. Every Throne and Liberty player gets 2 free server transfer tickets a day until Thursday, October 17th. And as of the making of this video, it's the 16th, and that's tomorrow. So you're all fucking doomed after that point. Once each ticket is claimed, you have 24 hours to use it, but you can transfer to any other eligible server. There's also no transfer cooldown during this time, but after that, you'll need to buy tickets with Lucent and wait 30 days between moves. Of course, you can accidentally move to another server with a major guild problem. That's why I'd recommend doing some research and using your 2 free server transfer tickets every day up until October 17th. Listen to this. This guy's advice is run away. That's his advice. Run away. Run away and hope that they don't come find you. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? That's crazy. Like, what are we talking about here? Have you ever like watched any kind of sport game and be like, and see the coach be like, no, wait, it's these guys. Come on, guys, get off the field, get off the ice, get off the court. No. We'll go wait till our next game and go fight the other guys. We'll go play against the other guys. Like, what? Yeah, I get it. You can throw in the towel at some point, but like, what? What professional sport have you watched or competition you have watched where the coach is like, no, that's their number one? Imagine in the Olympics going up against an Olympic gold medalist when like last year you got your placements in the 30s or 40s. I don't know how it works. This is a rough example. And then the coach is just like, whoa, hold up. You know that they're the best, right? No. Don't you go do that. Don't you go do that. Let's go back to the playground and play with the children on the jungle gym. Yeah. You can really show them up there. It'll be much more peaceful. We can go pick flowers. We can go scream at one another, and we can go blow the dandelions in the wind, and we can just ignore what actually needs to happen. What actually needs to happen, sorry, I'll happily sit here, get rolled over and over again, trying to work towards PvP improvement rather than running away and learning nothing. I'm sorry. I'm sure many people in my comment section will disagree with me, but like, I don't like this take. I'm not saying that the guilds coming over definitely don't create a problem for people and make it less interesting, because I get it. They steal loot, they do this. People who want to PvP can't because they're better, but like, give me a break on this, dude. You want to give yourself the best chance of finding a calmer server. If guilds are ruining yours, that said, this is not a long-term solution of the problem. You want to give yourself a chance to find a calmer server. So you're complaining about PvP and you want to go to a server where there's none. Got it. So then if you want to go be a PvE Andy, what's the problem with staying on the server and just doing PvE content? Like, ask yourself that seriously. If you'd rather try and take these guilds head on, we put together the best Throne and Liberty builds and Throne and Liberty weapons for you. That's great. Do we have like actual strategy advice rather than running away? You can also follow us and do this. Oh, Swig, I can't wait to follow my build and get my best weapons and just get rolled over because I'm not being given combo advice or siege advice, because your siege advice is just soak up the server's transfer coupons until October 17th and then run away as far as you can and hope that they never come. And when they do, keep running and don't look back. But by the way, check out my build. Go get your build. Go do my guide. But stay away from PvP, even though they're ruining the PvP. But I don't want PvP. But even though I do, I want to go where there's no PvP. Give me a break with this shit, dude. Like, come on, guys. Be honest with yourselves. Like, Go roll other servers and whatever. I understand why it does destroy servers and things of that nature. Don't think that I don't. But listening to this article or reading this article and listening to myself read this article, it just hurts my head listening to. Like on our server, we have Ethereum. We have Ethereum. We have Ethereum, and there's a fourth Ethereum somewhere. And then we have Ethereum. Ethereum. And they're rolling the server. They're rolling them. People are running away, getting out of here. You know what? Let these guys stay. Because then when our server is just nice and peaceful, they'll just go find you. And I'll be frolicking in the fields, enjoying my PvP, no longer getting rolled, and knowing that I stuck out through the hard times and things are much better now. You know what? When they go, whatever server they go to, I'm following them. I'm gonna keep learning from these guys. Now, obviously, I don't want the bad things to keep happening. I don't want people to feel like these guys are ruining the servers. But we talk directly with people like this, and these people that run these guilds have wonderful people in them. They're just good. Whenever we get rolled by these guys, they're willing to answer all of our questions. And God forbid that some people who are really good at this game just want competition. So it's a double-edged sword. I get it. But I don't think like pissing and moaning and trying to run away is going to solve your problems, because by the time you hit those server transfer cooldowns and it's all done and you got 30 days of a cooldown, you know what's going to happen when they come to your server? You can't run anymore and you're going to get rolled for 30 days straight. Then what's your option? Hey, but go check out my new build guide. Go check out I got all the builds in the world, dude. Hiya.